up, everyone? It's me, Ashton Kamian. Let's talk about the war of Ukraine, or do a special shout out for a good YouTuber named History Legend. He's one of the good YouTuber, and I want you guys to go check out his channel. And he talked about the war of Ukraine, and also he talked about history shows or movie, and with his reaction if they get it right or wrong. And he is a really smart guy with his tactic, guys. And yeah. And here we go.
My friends, by early February, it became clear that the Russian offensive against Vuhledar had failed. A battle which proved to be very costly for Russia, and where Ukraine suffered relatively few casualties. The research for this battle took me much longer than I expected, but
I told you, man of my word.
a few weeks ago today, it was flooded with spectacular images of piles of burning Russian tanks, all grouped up in some sort of tank graveyard, marked with always increasing big red numbers. This is the result of this ill-fated Russian attack against Vuhledar. Entire Russian armored columns lined up in the open, whose trails are clearly visible in the snow, all but annihilated, with a few survivors fleeing from the battlefield. And for having failed to capture Vuhledar, the Russian Ministry of Defense promoted Lieutenant General Muradov to the next rank of Colonel General. Yet another humiliating setback for Moscow, very similar to the failed Russian river crossing in Bilohorivka in May 2022, that left over 50 tanks and armored vehicles destroyed or abandoned. But to claim that the Russian army has not evolved on a tactical level for a year would also be false. And perhaps the images we all saw from Vuhledar were misleading and part of some manipulation. Analyzing what really happened at Vuhledar was really complicated. On the pro-Ukrainian side, there was a lot of chest beating and denial or complete silence from the Russian side.
Everybody stay calm. Everybody stay calm. This is the worst.
So let's cut the BS and take a look at what actually happened. Welcome to History Legends, and here are the latest news of the Russo-Ukrainian war. Remember that if you're new to this channel, make sure to like and subscribe. As you know, just like with many other commentators, some of my Ukraine videos have been targeted with limited or no ads. So make sure to check out my Patreon or PayPal to keep the show running. Thank you to all of you that have already helped. And welcome to the headquarters. First things first, Vuhledar is located right here, roughly 133 kilometers southwest of Bakhmut, the Russian battle plan. In mid-January, after Wagner successfully stormed Soledar, somewhere deep into the general staff of the Russian Ministry of Defense, a plan was born in order to show a similar victory to the public, that they were also capable of such a feat of arms. And for this mission, they decided to capture the town of Vuhledar. Russian intelligence services estimated Vuhledar to be defended by only 2 battalions of the 72nd Mechanized Brigade. As you can see behind me, the town and the surrounding area is too small to house more than this garrison. However, what makes this position complicated to attack is its numerous high-rise buildings, these commie blocks, that overlook kilometers of flat terrain with barely any cover. The plan to capture Vuhledar did not differ much from Wagner's tactics during the assault of Soledar. And just like with Soledar, the operation was meant to be completed in a week. For the main assault, the Russian army concentrated the 4th and 155th Marine Brigades, which would in theory provide them with a 4-to-1 numerical advantage. But they also brought the 72nd and 136th Motorized Rifle Brigades in reserve, as well as the 123rd Rifle Regiment of the DPR, on top of artillery pieces, as well as other recon and Spetsnaz units.
Alright guys, me Ashton, I'm going out, and by the way guys, go subscribe his channel, and hit this like button to hit that subscribe button, and all of that stuff. Bye.